may be seated. It's my honor as the proud principal to welcome you today to the Kent Virtual Academy first ever high school graduation for the class of 2023. I would like to welcome our distinguished guests, Mr. Israel Vela of the Kent School District Superintendency. Thank you for being here. Mr. Benno, School Board President, is not with us tonight, but we appreciate him anyway. Our school board directors, Ms. Hamada and Mr. Farah. And do not want to neglect my direct supervisor, Mr. Jim Scheel, our Executive Director of Learning Improvement. Thanks for coming tonight. Would like to welcome all of our families, friends, teachers, and staff of our soon-to-be graduates. And finally, welcome class of 2023. You may remember your journey began about 13 years ago. As you reflect on some of the memories that come to mind of the past 13 years of your educational journey, please join me in taking a moment to acknowledge and thank all of those who have supported you as you've traveled towards this day. Mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, aunts and uncles, cousins, grandparents, the many family members and friends, and the many teachers that you've had over the years who have supported you to this achievement. Please join me, class of 2023, in giving a round of applause for all the people that have supported you to this moment. I would like to now invite our senior class speaker, Ms. Mackenzie Stufin, to join me on stage.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kenzie Stufin, and today I carry a heart filled with emotion as I share my personal journey of choosing online school for the sake of my mental health. Graduation day is a momentous occasion, one that I did not always believe I would make it to. This journey has been full of triumphs and tribulations, academic success, and personal struggles. Today, I would like to share with you a chapter of my life, a chapter that led me to this very moment. Throughout my academic years, I strived for nothing other than excellence and success. I had determination that burned bright. I took on the challenges of AP and honors classes the moment I entered high school. My need to succeed kept me going. I was a straight-A student, driven by an unwavering work ethic and curiosity. I excelled in school, paving the way for my bright future. But life has a way of throwing unexpected curveballs, and my junior year revealed challenges that I never saw coming. As the demands of my heavy workload worsened, my mental health began to falter. The stress, the constant pressure, and the overwhelming expectations started to take a toll on my well-being. I watched the steady ground beneath me crumble, leaving me lost and defeated. The straight-A student I once was faded away as I grappled with anxiety, depression, and hopelessness. The dreams I made for myself felt more distant than ever before, almost unattainable. The world around me was moving, but I was not. I watched every A I had turn into a D and 2 absences turn into 86. It was in my darkest moments that I made a choice that many may see as unconventional or even controversial. I chose to prioritize my mental health over societal expectations. I chose to switch to online schooling, Kent Virtual Academy. A path far less traveled, but it offered me the promise of healing and rediscovery. It was a leap of faith, a decision to finally put myself first. Through this alternative path, I found success again, but this time it was not about grades and achievements. It was about finding my joy for learning again and reigniting my motivation and curiosity. KVA, Kent Virtual Academy, became my lifeline, a place where I could rediscover my passion for education as well as myself. As each day of senior year passed, I saw a transformation within myself. I had confidence knowing that I had control over my educational journey. The flexibility and personalized approach of KVA allowed me to set my own pace and let go of the fear of falling behind. It was not just academic success that overwhelmed me. KVA gave me the opportunity to gain skills beyond textbooks. Through virtual classrooms and collaborations, as well as digital projects, I learned to communicate effectively online in this ever-evolving professional landscape. I also learned self-discipline, accountability, and independence as my education depended solely on my drive and I. Today, as I stand before you, I'm not just a graduate, I'm a survivor. My struggles have shaped me into someone who understands the importance of mental health, who knows that finding our success lies in finding balance and happiness and taking care of our well-being. The alternate path I chose put me here today. My journey taught me that my success and worth does not depend on how many A's I have or how many awards I receive. My success depends on embracing my vulnerability. understanding my limitations, and finding help when I need it most. It's about putting your mental health first, even when society tells you to prioritize validation. To my fellow graduates, I encourage you to remember that our paths are unique, shaped by triumphs and setbacks often alike. Let us celebrate not only our accomplishment, but also the strength it took us to persevere in the face of adversity. Thank you.
Thank you, Mackenzie Stufin. She's a great example of what a Kent Virtual Academy student can become. So we're very proud of you, Mackenzie. Class, you began your journey as freshmen in 2019-20, a year that marked the last anyone could consider to be normal or traditional. Middle year as a freshman, you had school closures, you began in-person learning at home. You spent a semester figuring out what it meant to learn online and to use Microsoft Teams and Canvas and some of the other resources that are out there. Most of us had never heard of Microsoft Teams unless you worked for Microsoft before that. And yet you became experts. Some of you could probably teach a class now on Microsoft Teams. Although you have returned to the building, possibly after the pandemic, some of you may have actually been online students for the last 4 years. You may have spent the whole time in a hybrid or an online setting. No graduating class in American history, I don't think, can say that up to this point. No one's had that same exact experience that you have. So I want to acknowledge some of the struggles or the losses that you may have experienced during the last 4 years. I want to recognize the persistence that has sustained you to get to this graduation, and Mackenzie's speech spoke to that very well. I want to honor the dedication that it's taken you to reach this moment. And I want to thank you for choosing Kent Virtual Academy and exhibiting the traits that we value, traits of perseverance, achievement, and creativity. Thank you for not giving up, and thank you for being our first graduating class. Very proud of you. Let's give them a hand. We would like to recognize one of our seniors as a valedictorian, has the highest GPA in our graduating class. This student, if you would please stand when I call your name, we'll recognize you. Eva Alonzo. Thank you, Eva. We're very proud of you. You may be seated. I'd like to share a quick personal story of mine from the pandemic as I encourage you seniors to continue your journey of life. I was a first-year principal when the pandemic hit. I was working in Zephyr Cove, Nevada at a senior class about the size of yours, about 15 to 20 students. And I watched them walk out the building with all the other students, having no idea whether they were going to come back for graduation that year or not, or what was going to unfold. Thankfully, with some serious creativity from my staff, we managed to pull off an outdoor car parade through the town, drive-in style outdoor graduation, complete with music, speeches. We had the flowers, the flags, and a car recessional as they drove away after graduation. It was a very special moment, and I was moved by just the planning that went into it, the way that we were able to creatively celebrate their graduation in spite of some of the obstacles that we faced. And after the ceremony, my superintendent asked me a question because she realized that I'd written a song. One of my hobbies is songwriting and recording. I'd written a song for my seniors. It was called See the Sun Again, and it was just about the future and about being hopeful and making it through hard times. And she asked me, who's your favorite songwriter? And no one had ever asked me that question. And so I thought about it for a minute. It's hard when you enjoy a lot of music to pick a favorite. And as I pondered her question, I thought about many of the songwriters I've enjoyed over the years, and the answer I gave her was Tom Petty. I said, I suppose there's not a single song you wrote that I don't like. And I remembered when I was thinking about this that I had a chance to go see him play. But it was one of his last concerts before he died, and I didn't go. I had the tickets in my cart. I just had to hit the buy button, and something came up, and I didn't go, and then he was gone. And sure, I could have gone and seen Tom for all those decades, and I never did, and now I can't. And what that reminded me of is that I have one wish for you, one wish. I hope you pursue every opportunity that comes your way. Buy the tickets, take the trip, take on the challenge, the job, or the educational pursuit that just seems a little bit out of reach or that feels a little too challenging. Don't say no. Say yes. Because if it's what you truly want, don't let anything keep you from pursuing your passion or your desires. Don't give in to fear or negativity. Don't let laziness or complacency or distractions get in your way. Keep pushing yourself. Dream bigger than what you see today, and keep your eyes on the goals and dreams that you set for yourself. In the immortal words of Tom Petty, running down a dream that never would come to me, working on a mystery, going wherever it leads, running down a dream. I rolled on, the sky grew dark. I put the pedal down to make up some time. There's something good waiting down this road, and I'm picking up whatever is mine. Running down a dream that never would come to me, working on a mystery, going wherever it leads, running down a dream. We'd like to take a few minutes to acknowledge some accomplishments. I know that we have a few students that received the school district seal of biliteracy. If you received the seal of biliteracy, would you please stand up? Go ahead and give some applause. Thank you. Some of these I'm not sure about. We're going to go for it anyway. If you plan on serving in the armed forces or any branch of the military, even if you're not sure yet, please stand up. All right. If you've earned any financial scholarships towards an institution after high school, please stand up. Okay, figured I'd ask just in case. If you were a Running Start student this year, or if you were dually enrolled with any of our other schools, would you please stand up? I know we had a few, but they might not be with us tonight. If you earned a top 5 certificate of achievement from Rotary, would you please stand up? And finally, if you earned the KVA True Tiger Award, would you please stand up? Just for reference, the True Tiger Award, we invented that this year because we're a first-year school, so everything we do is a first. It means that the student was satisfactory for every month of the entire school year, so their grades were always top-notch, so we like to recognize that. As I've said, we're a community of folks that are proud of our seniors because they challenged themselves with rigorous coursework. They had to complete 4 courses every 9 weeks to stay on track, which is not an easy thing. It's more like college. And we're proud of their accomplishments. Also, many of them participated in activities or athletics or band outside of Kent Virtual Academy. So if any time in the last 4 years, and especially this year, you participated in sports, band, or athletics, would you please stand up? Awesome. Thank you, seniors. It's almost that time. Class of 2023, shortly you will have the opportunity to walk across the stage and receive your diploma and be greeted by some of our dignitaries and your counselor and mentor, Miss Bianca Solorzano. I encourage you right now just to think about the choices that led you to this moment. As you move into the next chapter of your life, keep making those good choices. Make the best choices you can for yourself and your family and your community. Take advantage of those opportunities. We look forward to hearing from you, so please come back and tell us how you're doing so that we can continue to encourage you and be proud of you. Kent School District Board of Directors and Superintendent Vela, these students before you have completed their high school journey by meeting the diploma expectations for the Kent School District. It is with pride that I present to you the Kent Virtual Academy Class of 2023. Students, would you please stand? Director Farrow, would you please come forward?
Thank you. It is my pleasure, on behalf of the Kent School Board, to accept Kent Virtual Academy Class of 2023.
Students, please stay standing. Ms. Espinosa and Ms. Solorzano, would you please come forward to help with the presentation of diplomas? Just a few reminders as we do this. Students, please stay standing as your name is called. You will proceed towards our banner and you will come across the stage and you will be greeted and receive your diploma. Please enjoy the moment and don't forget to face the audience for your photo. Would like to thank the audience again for being here tonight. I'd like you to be mindful of the fact that this moment comes only once in a lifetime for all of you, for your graduate and your families. Please make sure to allow each graduate's name to be clearly announced, and then be sure to make excessive noise as you cheer with wild abandon for them until they have had their picture taken and exit the stage. Once a student exits the stage, please remain quiet for the announcement of the next student's name.
All right, seniors, are you ready? Mohiden Abdinasur Ali. Eva Alonzo. Alexis Julian Boteo. Elena Carroll. Janae Jules Davis. Ulisa TJ Olson. Jack V. Pomsopa. Haley Jade Russell. John Russell. Mackenzie Stufin.
Thank you, dignitaries. You may be seated. Graduates, I'm going to have you stand up one more time, and this time face the audience, please. Will you make sure that your tassel is on the right side of your cap? It should be. And would you please move it to the left side of your cap now that you are graduating? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I present to you the Kent Virtual Academy graduating class of 2023. You may throw your caps if you'd like to. Make sure you find your cap. This concludes our ceremony, but do not feel rushed. Please take advantage of the opportunity to congratulate them and take some pictures. And our staff's here if you have any questions or comments. We'd love to meet any of you. Thank you for coming.